Hey everybody, this is Dylan. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Hi, hope everyone is having a magical day. Hello. Today I'm doing a review of the first 5 Disney Princess small core dolls, which are these. They are so cute, they are so beautiful, and have so many beautiful details on them. I absolutely love them so much. So I'm going to be doing unboxings and reviews of all 5 of these, of the first 5 Disney princesses. I'm going to divide these videos up into a few different videos just to cover them all, just because there's so many and so many details to look at. And then we're going to do a quick comparison of each of their core dolls that are normal size, like regularly 11-inch size perhaps. So we're going to do that. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Dylan. Hi, nice to meet you. I love to collect Disney Princess items. As you can see, if you love this type of thing as well, make sure you like this video, say hello, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much. Without further ado, let's get to looking at these beautiful Disney Princess core dolls. Love them so much. First, we're going to take a look at Snow White, of course, in chronological. I have done reviews of the normal size classic core dolls on my channel, and of course, if you want to check those out, those are available now. So Snow White has a lovely little package here. She has green background, and on her packaging there's a little bluebird, a poison apple. There's looks like a castle there in the shimmer, and that is a bunny rabbit from the forest. And there's a lovely image of Snow White. It says Disney Princess Mattel. On the back it says Snow White and has her name in a couple other languages there. And then just some generic information from Mattel. So there's nothing really descriptive on these. It's just very small packaging, and these retail for about $5 each. So they are so cute. I'm so excited to have these because I love the Disney Princess Little Kingdom dolls and accessories from like Mattel back in the day. So I'm so excited that they made one for each Disney princess. So to open these, all you do is peel this back. It's kind of like the big core dolls, you know, it's just, there's like a layer here that's glued. Get a better look there, the castle and everything. And here's a better image at Snow White. So cute. You can see how their skin tones match very well on camera. So Big Snow, we will set you back here. There's really just one little tab holding all of these in. Of course, they have to have some protection just in case if they pop out. But there's just a little tab here. It's kind of like a plastic band. And sometimes it's a little hard to get because, of course, you don't want to cut any of the doll or of the fabric skirt. All right. There we go. See, that's all it takes, really. So lovely. So these little dolls are articulated, so their arms move. And this is just for reference. I may not have to move all the articulation on all of them because it will be the same. There, and then they are articulated at the waist with the legs, so she can move her heels. So Snow White has lovely brown eyes. Get the camera to focus. Black curls and a lovely red bow around her head. And I love like on her bodice that they have molded a specific mold for Snow White. So there's cute little puffy sleeves here, and there's like a big red bow in the center of her dress with some frills and kind of fancy fancy designs on her torso. I love that. Snow White's skirt has been printed with beautiful like printing that is gold that has details from her film, and each Disney princess in this line of the mini core dolls is featured with those. So there is some little petals, some apples, some sparkles, and looks like leaves from the forest. And these are made out of really nice fabric, you know, they're hemmed at the bottom. I think it's really lovely. And Miss Snow White has red high heels on. Very pretty. Now we have Miss Cinderella, who is presented with a pink background, so super lovely. And I love, of course, how Mattel has been doing more closer hair to Cinderella's film, as there's a hint of strawberry blonde in there. Not completely, but it is definitely there. Her pink background features some lovely little motifs. There's the glass slipper, the clock before midnight, of course. Midnight is a very important time for Cinderella. Over here is the clock tower and Cinderella's pumpkin carriage. Very lovely. And the back says Cinderella. What a lovely comparison just to have her and her big counterpart there. So same thing, just goes pop. Really not a lot holding these in. And we'll take the plastic cover off and we can see the lovely artwork of Cinderella and the doll better here. I actually think that the Cinderella small classic doll has more of a strawberry blonde hair than the actual classic core doll. So very, very interesting. I wish they could have represented that in the actual 11-inch doll. So there's just a lovely artwork of Cinderella, and there's some sparkly embellishments on her dress, which of course we have to look at. But first we have to free her from her plastic prison. Just with this little band here. Of course, I don't want to cut anyone's skirt. I think I got it. All right, she is free. Cinderella is so lovely. Of course, all of these, like I said before, they all have their own face sculpts, hair sculpts, and torso sculpts. So she has lovely blue eyes. She has brown eyelashes. She has like a headband on with her hair. And this definitely looks more classic Cinderella than the other doll, definitely. She has her choker on, and then on her torso, there's like some lovely embellishments of like a heart and some squiggly Parisian maybe embellishments, as Cinderella is a story that takes place in France in Disney's version. So beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like pumpkin vines even, just from like the pumpkin garden where of course the fairy godmother makes her magic coach. So she has a pale blue skirt, and in the embellishments there's this lovely holographic printing which looks like pumpkin vines with little leaves. There's some shoes, some actual pumpkins in there. So lovely. Some sparkles. I don't see any of her friends, but pumpkins and leaves and vines, and of course her magic slippers, glass slippers. And Cinderella has on white plastic heels, not removable, but I believe they are to represent the glass slippers. Next we have the third Disney princess, Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Amazing, and featured here in pink. Mattel has not featured Aurora in blue, except for the fairy tale set of Aurora with this doll, but has a blue outfit to change into. So far she is of course marketed in pink. So Aurora has a lovely purple background and of course motifs from her film. Lovely rose there. I believe that's always just a reference to her name as Briar Rose, as the flower that grows in England, United Kingdom. And there's the lovely fairies here, Flora and, oh, well, actually looks like Flora and Merryweather. Fauna is up here. Yes, and that is the squirrel friend from the lovely forest where she lives as Briar Rose. And some lovely embellishments on her gown in gold. And of course I loved Aurora's hair sculpt and face sculpt here. And it says Aurora there, and then Aurora in a different language. And I think comparing to the core doll, the bigger version, I think everything is pretty hunky-dory there. Not a whole lot of differences, just different scale, of course. Here's what Aurora looks like without the plastic glare. Of course, the lovely artwork there of Aurora. She has like her hand on her shoulder, looking very lovely, and I'm glad that they have her hair accurate from the Sleeping Beauty film. So let us remove her. All of these have that same little piece just holding them in. So far, at least, I haven't seen any different. But we have a lot of princesses to get to, so that might change. Let me try over here instead. These are just a little hard to reach. All right, I'm sure Aurora's hair is what is holding her in for the most part. There we go. So pretty. Of course, movable arms and her legs. So Aurora has her blonde hair. She has blue eyes here in the core doll, the small one. Her bangs. Her hair is molded. So you can see just the Aurora style of hair from the Sleeping Beauty film, the curly golden sunshine curls, and she has her tiara, which is sculpted into her hair, of course. Around her neck is her gold necklace, which is something that the core doll did not accomplish. So that's interesting that they can mold things, you know, on the smaller dolls, but it's harder for them to do that on the bigger dolls. So on her torso, there's a white piece that has a mini crown in it. That, of course, is very similar to the larger doll. And I believe just referencing to her white shoulder pieces. Her sleeves are pink, and she has a lovely skirt that has golden printed holographic details of roses, and then just kind of like some beautiful little stylistic pieces here in little sparkles, but beautiful gold roses. And she has pink high heels on, and I did notice that one of her legs is just a little stained from maybe the dress or maybe from the painting process, but otherwise I think everything else looks very good on her. And I love Aurora's hair, of course. Comparison. The fourth Disney princess is Ariel from The Little Mermaid in 1989. Big jump from Aurora to Ariel. Of course, everybody knows the history there of the Disney princess franchise. But of course, the biggest thing here is, yes, the Ariel small doll is in a different outfit. It's in the pink dress, which is an argument by tons of collectors, as Ariel never ever wore this green dress ever in any film. It is more a look that they have given her in the parks, as they don't want her to wear pink because it mixes with Aurora, because Aurora is the pink princess, you know. Really, with kids, they want marketing to be very basic, you know, so each Disney princess cannot wear another color mainly of another Disney princess. So that's why Aurora is marketed in pink and Cinderella is marketed in blue, of course. So the Ariel here is in green, but I don't understand, you know, if this is recognized as Ariel, then why couldn't she be recognized in a pink version of this, you know? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds. Anyways, Ariel is featured here in her pink palace dining dress that she wears in the film whenever she dines with Prince Eric and Grimsby. But she has some motifs here just from her film. There's a lovely magic seashell, a sea star. Over here, there's a seahorse, and up here is a dingle hopper. You can see that very faintly. A lovely image of Ariel there with her hair sweeping. Love that. Disney Princess, Mattel. And the back says Ariel in English. And all of the meaningless information now. So let's get her out of the box. Peel that off. No saving any of these packagings, you know, they're just meant to be opened and not much more. So we have Ariel here. We'll snip that. Woo! Got that right away. And here is a lovely image of her just without the glare. And see, I love that. Her skirt has some really pretty tropical, oceany looking beautiful holographic designs that I cannot wait to look at, of course. Pop Ariel out. Most of the princesses are held in with their hair. So Ariel has her lovely bangs, blue eyes, red lips. Her skin tone looks just a little different from Aurora. Maybe not. Definitely much different than Snow White, though. Very pale. But Ariel has a lovely pink top with some seashell kind of decor on them, little pearls and poofy sleeves. I love how Ariel's hair is constructed and is molded here. It looks like it's, you know, kind of flying to the side, you know, actually a lot like the art here. Really like that. Her skirt has little seashells, tropical flowers, of course all in holographic print with bubbles, and it's so pretty. It just reminds me of the Caribbean, reminds me of being near the water at the ocean. Very lovely. And she has on pink high heels. And all of these, of course, have articulated legs and arms. You know, nothing else than that, you know. So you're able to pose them, and then they're able to sit down and, you know, have like tea parties and stuff like that. But I love Ariel. I think she has a very lovely face. Yes, no complaints. But just the color, you know, they don't match very well, do they? See, a kid is able to recognize Ariel in pink. So she should be able to be in pink in any form. The last Disney princess I'm going to be looking at here in this review is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. This is 1991. And yes, we're already at the 5th Disney princess, which seems like ancient history at this point. You know, Beauty and the Beast has came out more than 30 years ago. So of course, let's look at Belle. She has a lovely purple background. Absolutely love that, as it contrasts very well with her golden ball gown look here. She has an enchanted rose, and then the rose underneath the bell jar here. Lumiere, and an enchanted storybook, and a lovely image of Belle wearing her opera gloves, which she doesn't have on the doll for some reason. And she's just looking very enchanting there. Belle has her hair half up, half down, and she has some lovely golden holographic details on her dress, which are very similar to the big doll. You know, I don't see a whole lot of differences here other than just mini-me, you know. The back of the box says Belle, and then Bella and Bela. I believe that is how they say her name in different languages, just depending on what region you're from, of course. And this is the product info from Mattel. So let's crack her open. Wasting no time here. So let's just sort of find a good way to do this. There's a lovely image of Belle without the shiny plastic. I love her face. She has big brown eyes, just as Belle does in the film Beauty and the Beast. So I love Belle's outfit here. Of course, she is featured in her golden ball gown, but I believe that Mattel will be making more of this style of Belle in other outfits. Really love to get one of her in her blue peasant dress. Or the pink winter one, of course. The arms are articulated, and of course the legs. So Belle's top has like a little bit of a rose detail on it and on the sides, and she has lighter around these sleeves because of course that is where her sleeves kind of differ in color, you know. Her hair is lovely. I think it has Belle's widow's peak and a little lock of hair kind of drifting down. I really like that. And Belle's face is lovely, as you know, the lips like a rose and the brown eyes. This is what the back of her hair looks like. I think that's very nice. She has her bun, and she has half of her hair up and half of her hair down, just as Belle would love in this outfit. Belle's skirt has lovely enchanted roses on it. No little pictures here of any of her magical enchanted furniture friends, but just beautiful enchanted roses, you know. Very nice. I think the only one who really had a character on her dress, well, you know what, I don't think any of them really had. I was thinking Cinderella, but no, it was like shoes and pumpkins, and yeah, so maybe none of these have characters on their dresses like the big core dolls do. And of course, yellow high heels. So I love Belle. She's my favorite Disney princess, and I have many of this version of her just because I've waited so long for Mattel to make them. All right, everybody, that is all the details here of the first 5 Disney princesses and their small dolls. So amazing. In the next video, I'm going to take a look at Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan, and Tiana. So excited to look at the next 4. Of course, stay tuned for that. But let me know what you think of them and which is your favorite of these 5. I think they're all so lovely, but I believe the standouts are Snow White, Aurora, and Belle. That's just my opinion. Let me know yours. Of course, if this was your first time here, make sure you like my video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and I will continue to spread Disney magic. Thank you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!